Alright, good morning everyone. A little bit of change of plans. Our ag leader dealer called us. He was in the area. He wanted to put some updates on our monitors on our combine, so we're going to take care of that this morning while he's here in the area. Everyone, this is Evan Watson. He works for Precision Agri Services. He's putting some updates in our ag leader equipment. What are these updates for, Evan? You say something about a rollover?
Yeah, so with your paradigm system you've got on this combine, there's a GPS week rollover. Basically the deadline before that time frame happens is April 6th, and I was down in the area and kind of wanted to get that updated for you guys so you wouldn't experience any issues come wheat harvest or any other time you might use this monitor. But basically that week rollover, it resets the weeks from I think 10/23 back to 0, and with this update it refreshes it automatically, where if we would have kept the current software on there, you'd potentially lose some unlock codes and things like that, and it just had to be updated later.
Is it just for the paradigm, or is it the 6500 too?
No, it's mainly for the paradigm and the steering controllers. So
like with the steer command in my combine.
So like on your steer command, yeah, we'll make sure it's up to date as well.
Okay.
Yep.
So if you're watching this and you're running an ag leader system, especially an older one, maybe something to look into.
Yeah, absolutely.
One other thing we're doing from a tech side of things is this tractor runs on RTK guidance, which means it's sub-inch accuracy on the auto steer. It is using an older modem, which is how it gets its GPS correction. It's a 3G system. That's kind of outdated, so we're pricing out converting that to a 4G system so we don't have any issues this fall, or spring. God, I hope we're not planting in the fall with corn. Whew, that'd be bad. Another thing on the list he's going to look at. Dad's sprayer last year, the auto guidance, and it quit working about June. The closest dealer for that, it was a New Holland dealer at the time. I don't think our Evolution Ag dealer was selling these yet, so we had to go through New Holland. But he came out and said it was the joystick, the button quit working. But Dad just put a new joystick in it. Still no luck. So hopefully Evan can find something simple. Because to me, if there's one thing that I'd really like for that auto steer to work on, it's the sprayer. I mean, it has a marker on it. If you don't know what a marker is, it's just a thing on the end of the boom that basically just drops soap bubbles, and that's where you can kind of get some guidance from. But especially putting on fertilize with it like we're going to do, GPS is way better for that to be more accurate. And he's got automatic boom shut off, so we're not doubling or overlapping in it. So it definitely saves 28 that way.
10 and noon, okay, yeah. That'd be fine, because I got some seed corn coming in the morning also.
Looks like we're getting our first order of a chemical from Farm Business Network, so it's a plus. It's coming before we need it. They are dealers for Harvest International. They sell their planters, row units and stuff. If any of you have one of those, I'd love to hear your opinion on them. They look like a pretty nice outfit. A little on the pricey side. It's alive. We're going to get the fertilizer spreader out. Probably going to go get some fertilizer today instead of haul corn. Kind of looking that way. Get that thing out. Make sure everything's in tip-top shape on it real quick. Yep. Fun fact: got the John Deere engine. I'm not sure how that relationship developed, but there's a few years, this is what, 6103? Yeah. I don't know if the 8103 is the next size bigger, had the John Deere engine in it or not, but whenever we got this, had some work done on it, and we had to go to the John Deere store and Ohio Ag to get parts. Man, poor old Evan ain't ever getting out of here. I think the plan was just to update the combine. Yeah. I'm gonna put the combine monitor in the floater, change it around 2 Ys here. Alright, got this thing. Now we're gonna go put it in the floater. Turns out, we're going after a load of fertilizer now. Hopefully we can get, at least get one. Hopefully we can get two. I don't know. Gotta go about 40 miles to get the fertilizer, and then we'll just make a pile of it for tomorrow. Well, scratch that idea. I guess the fertilizer plant's broke down. Won't be ready till tomorrow.
Smell a rat, Hans?
Where's he at, buddy?
Apparently he's up in there somewhere.
Huh?
There's a raccoon right there.
It's easy, boy. Look out. Here, Hans.
Apparently the engine bay of our dump truck made a nice den for a raccoon.
Here, Hans. Right there. Right there.
He would have made a lot of noise if I'd have went down to get that fertilizer.
Hans, you playing with your buddy? Huh? You being a good playmate? Good job.
How much damage that thing do? Well, this day is just full of twists and turns, but now we're back over here, gonna haul some corn. Not a lot of corn. It closed in like an hour and a half. Well, maybe hard to believe, but I haven't ate lunch yet. How was school, Emmy? Mom, you're looking nice as all. I'm putting that in the video. Yep. Bye, guys.
Bye, Daddy.
Bye, baby. Alright, just got back. Almost didn't make it in there, but they are closed now, so I'm going to load this truck up for tomorrow. I don't know what I'm doing. I could try to tell you, but it'd probably be wrong. Once I get done with this, I think we might work on the turbo pack. Again, I'm probably wrong. Dad was going to put water in the sprayer, make sure nothing is froze. He did get his auto steer working, so he might just go ahead and start side dressing 28, or putting on top dressing 28. If he does that, I'll probably be taking him fertilizer. All right, guys. Last few days, you've probably noticed that every time I weigh out when I'm leaving Cargill, I stop and get a ticket. Prints off the machine, and this is every load that we ever haul. This happens. So I thought I'd show you one of those tickets. Dawned on me you guys probably never seen one, so flip this around. There is the ticket. Starts out here. We've got the customer, Brian Brown. It's me. There's my address. Here's where you'd have farm splits if it was a 50-50 farm. This isn't, so this is 100% me, or Brian Brown, the customer. The commodity, yellow corn. Driver of the truck, yeah, they kind of keep up with that, not a huge deal, but they do have it listed as Brian. The test weight of the corn, the moisture of the corn, dockage for material. And over here we've got the inbound scale. This is when I weighed in, this is when I weighed out. They close at 4, so I just made it. But as you can see, my gross weight weighed in right at, boom, 80,000 pounds, because I'm good. And then we've got what the truck weighed, bushels. So. And then of course there's the date that and the time that I scaled in. And then there's also the licensed inspector and licensed person running the scales. So that's kind of what the grain tickets have on them. It's just shows you everything you need to know about that crop you just took them to sell. Bet you guys didn't know that I lived at 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue, did you? Alright, we're done hauling corn for the day. So let's go see what else we can get into before we get started. I don't even know what to tell you we're doing right now. It's probably wrong, so I'm just gonna go out here. Whatever happens, happens. I don't think we're working on the Turbo Max tonight. Yeah, looks like he's messing with the floater. Now they were putting what is that, Integra? Whatever monitor's in his combine, they were putting it in that floater. He had an old Ag Leader Insight monitor in there, and we'd like to maybe do some variable rate, and it was kind of a pain in the butt to write a prescription and then get it onto that monitor, so this should make that a little bit easier. Put on my shop bibs. We're not even going to crawl around the ground, I don't think. I think I'm getting some driving training. Anybody?
Clutch in, yeah. Okay, forwards, it goes to shift it, you go sideways, that way speeds it up, this way slows it down. There's your gears down there someplace, I'll tell you.
F3?
Yeah, forward 3, okay. Okay, start turning 80 foot. Web in here, toggle that foot over this way. There, yeah, that toggle. Speed it up, over here.
Slow bouncy, a little noisy.
Spare it.
How many feet is each of them dots represent?
I don't know. A couple, three, probably a couple. Go around the edge, slow down. Well, that's it. Just keep going like that. Then it'll start coming around here about 80 foot. Start to bring her up. Over in here, go. Here, that's over here. Well, 13 mile an hour where it felt that pretty good.
There's no auto steer in this, so you just have this light bar for guidance.
We were just really playing around with this thing, making sure everything was working right, making sure this monitor was hooked up and everything. And I don't really get a whole lot of experience driving this thing, if you couldn't tell. Usually I'm delivering the fertilizer.
You go learn to.
Yeah, it sounds like I'm going to be driving this and Dad's going to be spraying some this year. Just kind of getting the feel for it. We weren't spreading anything. The box is completely empty back there. Just kind of getting the feel for it. Yeah, just like that, I'm an expert on the floater. He's going to take his sprayer over to the other farm where we got fertilized at. That's where he'll be spraying 28 tomorrow. And then we got to get the nurse tank out. I don't know if he found that while he's playing with the sprayer back there, or more than likely it was probably already in the cab or something.
Probably I'll call about 2.
Back up!
Alright, this is how we fill up our 28 tank. We got a hose coming out of the tank, comes into this hose. Here's where you can induct things like a stabilizer, like Agritain or something. Comes in up here into the pump. Comes out of the pump, dead ends at the hose, but then we've got a valve right here. Right now it's just siphoning into the tank, but we're going to turn the pump on and get her filled up. Now this is a 1,600 gallon tank. Dad's sprayer will hold, I think, 1,400 or 1,470. We usually haul about 1,200 gallons at a time, depending on how far we are. I mean, if we got to finish out a field, we'll load this tank up. Usually he fills up about 1,200 gallons. You guys remember back, probably in December, maybe even November, I said, surprisingly, we've never lost or broken any cameras. And then like a day or two later, I dropped the camera and broke a lens. Well, now I've lost the GoPro. No idea where it's at. No idea. It might be stuck on the Turbo Max. I don't think I've seen it since we worked on the Turbo. Well, I don't see it. So, the only logical thing to do is blame Trey. I mean Crash. So I'm gonna start calling him Crash. Well guys, that's gonna be it for today. Kind of felt like today we were professional wasters of time, but oh well, you have days like that it seems like. But I think we've got everything pretty well situated, ready to go to tomorrow. We're gonna wake up and go get first thing, go get some fertilize, and I don't know if we're gonna put on dry first or put on 28 first. That is to be determined, but that is the plan for tomorrow. I'm sure there'll be some corn hauled at some point. Like I said, I did load that truck up, but yeah, thanks for watching. If you like what you've seen, follow us on Instagram and Twitter at Brian's Farming Videos and Facebook at Brown Farms, and we'll see you tomorrow.